While Charlottesville and Albemarle County avoided cicadas this year, a potentially bigger threat looms. It's called the spotted lanternfly. According to an arborist in Charlottesville, it's a population that has grown over this year. Jacob Phillips has more.
The spotted lanternfly is an invasive insect from Asia. They tend to feed on things like fruits and vines like this one right here, which has posed a potential threat for grape growers everywhere.
This is not simply a vineyard or an orchard problem. Spotted lanternfly is going to be in everyone's backyards within a couple of years.
Carl Hampsch is vineyard manager of Loving Cup Winery, an organic vineyard in Albemarle County.
Growing grapes organically in Virginia is next to impossible. Every invasive insect that comes through could be potentially the one that causes us to have to make the choice about either to lose the vineyard or lose the certification.
The spotted lanternfly is no different. They first arrived in Pennsylvania in 2014 and over the years made their way to Virginia.
It feeds by sucking the sap out of plants. So it's going to create honeydew. The honeydew is going to fall from the plants on everything, and then it's going to mold. They more create damage and create a big mess, but it's not like they're going to wipe out entire plant species.
Chris Fields Johnson is a tree conservation specialist with the Davey Institute. He says their target host is an invasive plant called Tree of Heaven, but they have up to 70 other host plants to choose from.
You can expect them to appear on maple trees pretty readily, red maple, silver maple, sugar maple in particular. They're also going to get into grapevines, peach trees, apple trees.
They've already began popping up, according to Hampsch. He says the best thing to do as an organic vineyard is let nature take its course.
Instead of spraying broad spectrum insecticides, our solution to insect management for pest insects is just to not kill beneficial insects. And that's worked very well for us up to this point.
Others say they do spot treatments when necessary, but haven't seen enough to pose any threats.
We actually haven't seen any in the vineyard. We've seen them elsewhere. We have some sunflowers and woods areas where we've seen adults, but really not many.
The same goes for AJ Greeley, who is the winemaker at Hart Vineyard and president of the Virginia Vineyards Association. She says work is also being done to try to lower spotted lanternfly populations across the state so they don't end up in everyone's backyards.
We're starting to work cooperatively in order to not necessarily eradicate, but at least control. If we target the adults during that stage and kill them then, because they are a single generation, you're going to see less the next year.
Jacob Phillips, 29 News.